Hey guys, welcome back to Puffalauda, and welcome back to Café Enchanté. I have recovered somewhat. I'm still pretty upset, but I think that it makes sense. Like, I don't know, everything is the way it is, you know? It is the way it is, that's life. So, let's get right into it. We're gonna see what exactly is gonna happen, because I don't know. Like, we left off on such a sad note, so I have no idea. Like, I really hope that Rindo doesn't like charge into the GPM and start like murdering people or trying to find Mikado or something. I don't know. That's probably the way it's gonna go, though. So let's get started. I think this is Rindo's perspective, just from the green. So let's see. A beautiful afternoon. Karia and the patrons of Enchanté are all gathered together at the cafe.
いやみんなこっちで会うのは久しぶりかな
I've been using the room here as a recovery room of sorts. I come down to the ground floor. They're all staring at me in shock.
リンドさん、もう動けるわけ？
一応ね完全とは言い難いけど動く分には支障はないよ
Why was Mazir staring at him in shock? He saw him, and Kana saw him too. I don't understand. Whatever.
死にかけ一歩手前まで行ったことを考えりゃ十分な回復なんじゃねえか
まあね可愛いマスターの献身的な介護のおかげだよ
と言っても無理は禁物だよ
ああ顔色も決して良いようには見えんまだ寝ていた方が良いのではないか
さすがにもう寝てもいられないよ雫のことも気にかかるしね
ですが両名ともに特に動きも手がかりもありませんし現状は手詰まりといったところですあくまでも可能性だけどもう GPM にはいないのかもね何かしらの目的を達成したかそれとも林道の命をつなぐこと自体が目的で琴音への接触を終えてどこかへ二人で行っちゃった
そうか
The fact that their whereabouts are unknown isn't very reassuring. Mazir must have noticed the look on my face. He tries to ease me with a smile.
と言ってもさまだしばらくは探してみるつもりだよもしまた何か悪さをするっていうならそれは止めた方がいいだろうしそれに何より林道は放っておいたら一人でもこの件ずっと追いかけるでしょ妹ちゃんが関わっている以上どうせ何を言っても止まらないんだろうしなら俺たちが協力した方がお得でしょ
ミシェル
なーにさその顔別に君のためじゃなくてうちの可愛いマスターのためだもんね
Nah.
そうだねでもありがとう
Mazir's doing his best to cheer me up. He's trying to let me know that I can rely on the patrons here without being so upfront about it.
今日はカリアにも協力してもらうつもりだ健康診断の付き添いとして内部を可能な限り探ってみようと思う
俺もついてくけどよ成果はあんま期待すんな
ちなみにだけどそれ僕もついていっちゃダメかな
ダメ
ダメだな
ダメですね
That was relentless.
でもさ
その姿を同僚に見られた場合どう言い逃れするつもりだ
だいたい元人間の現人外なんざあいつらにしてみれば格好の研究対象だろ
That's true. That's true.
そんなそこまでのこと
てめえにとっては古巣だからそんな感覚ねえのかもしれねえけどなあそこの奴らは油断ならねえんだよ俺らはんなことされそうになれば軽くボコれるけどよてめえにはそれできねえだろ
Ignis came from Beastia. The GPM sent men there many times before. which is why Ignis probably knows well enough not to trust the GPM as a whole.
ってことで、今日の君の仕事はうちでマスターと仲良くお留守番。私とミシェルは引き続き目標の捜索を行いますので。
うん。琴音を頼むぞ。
冷蔵庫にある肉とか食っていいからよ。ま、今はおとなしくしとけって。
俺たちも何か分かったらすぐリンドウさんに連絡するからさ。
Oh my god, Karya, you're going too? They all nod and look at me. I let out a chuckle, feeling bad and a bit embarrassed that they're all trying to take care of me. I hate that I've become a burden to them. But they're right. There isn't really much I can do right now. I can move around and the pain has somewhat subsided. But I'm still not used to this body. I'm still trying to control my strength, and I'm so off balance that I've been having trouble climbing stairs. The biggest problem is my appearance. I have to agree with them that it's best I don't expose myself to the public.
了解。みんなの言う通り、もう少しおとなしくしているとするよ。ところで彼女は？
琴音なら厨房だけど、どうかした？
いや、昨べと今日と顔を見てなくてね。ちょっと心配だなって。
おいおい、何が献身的な介護だよ。スルーされてるじゃねえか。
何か彼女の機嫌を損ねましたか？
そんなことないと思うけど。
What perfect timing. She suddenly peeks out from the kitchen. Kotone is staring at me. She looks oddly tense. I'm not sure if I should say something. Suddenly, she comes storming out of the kitchen and comes right up to my face. Mr. Rindo, let's go out on a date. Oh boy. Yes, Kotone! Oh my god, I'm reeled back in, you know? I'm 100% cured. That is such a good idea. Way to go, Kotone. That is great. Let's go out on a date. Hearing my words, the regulars of Enchanté all erupt into utter chaos. I hurriedly go back up to my room to get myself prepared to step out. I know it's sudden, but Mr. Rindo asked me out on a date suddenly too, so this will make us even. To add, this is about as good a time as ever to ask him out, especially after hearing his heart-wrenching words. Oh, Colton, you're the best. Oh my god. I'm outside with Mr. Rindo. We're at... Wow. Okay.
遊園地?
He put on a hoodie? I mean, he's wearing his work shirt with a hoodie? My guy. Wait, both of his hands have become claws? Or is it just like gloves that make his hands look sharp? I don't know. Huh, that's interesting. Well, you know, most people go out on dates to places like these.
けど、どうしてこんなタイミングで？それに、今の僕と外に出るなんて。
Mr. Rindo hasn't said anything to me on the way here, but now that he's here, he puts the hood on Ignis's coat he borrowed deeply over his head. Oh my god, it's Ignis's coat. I knew he wasn't going to feel good outside, and yet I forced him out here. At the very least, the people here are having a good time and being merry. None of the people seem to be paying any attention to us. Mr. Rindo, how about we hold hands?
手を?
Oh, look at his face. He's like, what the fuck is going on? Here, like this. I reach my hand out to him, to which Mr. Rindo nods and does the same. But then his hand stops. His hand is oddly shaped and can be seen from underneath the glove. Holding hands with a non-human, he slowly draws his extended arm away from me, but... Let's go. I gently grab his hand. Oh, Koldone, you're such a perfect person. I don't understand. I lead Mr. Rindo to the number of rides and attractions that won't drag his hood off. Instead of hiding and avoiding the customers here, we moved with everyone and enjoyed our time together. Soon enough, Mr. Rindo slowly starts talking as if he's feeling more like himself.
遊園地って懐かしいな。何十年ぶりなんだろ
Forever as in years?
う。うん。中学生ぐらいが最後だと思うから、ざっくりで30年くらいかな。
30 years? 30 years? I wasn't even born then.
あ、本当だ。そう考えると、なんだか
That's
すごいね。
so... Oh, God. Why'd they have to bring up the age gap thing again? Oh, God. It's so weird to me. Oh. But, I mean, also at the same time, like, did they make him a non-human just to get past this age gap thing? Because that's... all right. I guess. God. We continue our conversation casually as we walk through the park. But then... Oh,
ねえ
God.
ねえ、次はあれ乗ろう。
A child. A young boy runs past us with his parents. That alone was enough to instill fear in Mr. Rindo's mind. A wave of guilt washes over me. Is Mr. Rindo going to have to live in fear like this every time he goes for a simple walk outside? We stroll throughout the theme park until the sun starts setting. We take a seat on one of the benches after getting off our last ride. It doesn't take long for our conversation to stop as time slowly passes by. And soon the sun fully sets. The lights decorating the attraction slowly start to light up. Whoa! Most of the people walking around us are still enjoying themselves. As for us, all we're doing is staring at the fountain in front of us.
ああ、もう夜なんだね。
He lets out a sigh of relief. I look at Mr. Rindo, who's staring at the twinkling of the lights in the park. His eyes gleamed hope that he could hide his presence under the cover of darkness. I want to apologize to him. Seeing him like this is so painful that I'm willing to drop to the ground and cry to him in apology. He must have noticed what I'm thinking.
今日はどうしてデートに？
Mr. Rindo calmly asks me from his side of the bench. I try my best to answer while trying to suppress my shaking voice. Well, it's because it was fun being with you the last time. So I wanted to ask you out today as a way to, show my thanks.
そうか。嬉しいよ。ありがとう。
I appreciate your sentiment. This is a joke for Thomas, but but there was a time when we were younger where, like, you know how dating is and stuff like that. And it's like, I think somebody had responded either to him or to me with, I appreciate you. And it just sounds so, like, it's just so almost like sarcastic, being like, I'm in love with you, and the other person's like, I appreciate you. It's like, oh, like, why would you say that? It just sounds so horrible. So that became a joke between us for a long time. I bet you if I texted him that right now, he would respond with like a fucking really or something. But I felt like Rindo just pulled one of those on us, so yikes.
僕も来られてよかったよ。きっとこれからはこんな風に一緒に出かけるのも難しく。
Oh wait, is he still saying that like he wants to be with her or something? Because that would be nice, but... Oh! That's not true! I forced my words out. He tried to distance me with his words. Yeah, I appreciate you. Frickin'. Ugh. So I stopped him before finishing his thought. Or from finishing his thought, okay. I mustered the strength to stand and talk to him. Sure, things won't be the same as before, but we can still be together. We are here dating, aren't we? I'm happy that I was able to spend my day with you, Mr. Rindo. And we can go out on dates whenever we want, as long as you're alive. So, it doesn't matter whether you're a human or a non-human, Mr. Rindo. I wanted to say that boldly, but I don't have the courage to. My voice begins to weaken. After all, I was the one who turned Mr. Rindo into a non-human. I don't have the right to tell him anything. I bite my lip deeply amid the sparkling park lights. I know. I don't have the right to tell you that being a non-human doesn't matter when I'm the one that did this to you. But I can't think of anything I could say that could cheer you up. Don't cry. I'm not the one who should be crying here. It's Mr. Rindo. But I can't contain myself. My voice slowly blends with my sniffling. Oh God, please don't make me cry again.
僕
Oh, flashback.
人外になんてなりたくなかった。
That's like the angriest we've ever heard him. I didn't ask to become a non-human. His voice resonates within my ears. My memory finally deals the final blow to my emotions. Oh, Kodone. I'm so sorry, Mr. Rindo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fall to my knees pathetically as tears roll down my cheeks.
琴音ちゃん
I'm the one who transformed you into who you are now. I was greedy and I wanted you to live, no matter the cost. But, Mr. Rindo, I didn't want to turn you into a non-human.
そういうことか。昨日のカヌスとの話聞いちゃったんだね。それで突然こんなデートに誘ってくれた。
He's acting so, like, logical, which kind of throws me off. I don't know, it's just, it's weird. Like, she's over here crying and on the floor, and he's just like, oh, you overheard me and Connor's talking, huh? It's like, yes. Yes, I did, but really? Like, that's what you're gonna focus on? Ugh, whatever. I nod in reply, to which Mr. Rindo crouches down and gently places his hand on my cheek.
琴音ちゃん、人間と人外の違いって何だと思う？
Huh? His eyes are calm. Mr. Rindo looks at me with his usual caring eyes.
ミシェルのやつが言ってたんだ。人間も人外もそんなに変わらないって。
I recall Mizir saying that to me before too. I don't really think the differences between a human and non-human are so numerous. First of all, it's not like nature decided to determine who is a human and who is a non-human. Mizir's words come to mind, but even so, Mr. Rindo is in front of me as a non-human. He's the one who's going through all the suffering now, which is all the more reason why I can't agree with what Mizir said. Even if I believe that to be true, the difference brings pain and agony to Mr. Rindo.
僕はさ、ミシェルからその話を聞いたとき、首を横に振ったんだ。違う。外見も寿命も全然違うって。でもね、今、自分がこうなって思うんだ。確かに、人間と人外は、そんなに変わらないのかもしれない。
Is he lying to her face again, though? Like, not really. I don't know. It's not really lying, but like he always says the things that we want to hear because he's such like a people pleaser all the time. Like he never talks about how he truly feels. So I don't know if, even though he's saying I truly believe, I don't know if he actually believes that or if he's just trying to make us feel better. Oh, okay. Suddenly, the warmth of his lips are gently kissing me on my cheek. A kiss filled with kindness, like the kind given to a young child.
君を泣かせたくないって。幸せにしてあげたいって気持ちは、人間の頃から変わらずに同じなんだ。まあ、それが普通の幸せかというと、今はちょっとわからないけどね。でも、こうしてキスもできる。思いだって告げられる。 もちろんできないことも増えただろうけど、それでも全てを失ったわけじゃない。だからこんな身でもよければまたデートに誘わせてほしい。
That's really nice of him. Mr. Rindo holds my hand and slowly pulls me back up. Mr. Rindo looks at me with his usual kind eyes that I like. My tears begin to flow again, seeing that he hasn't changed at all on the inside. Mr. Rindo, you're going to forgive me for what I did to you?
許すも何もそもそも恨んでないよ。言ったじゃないか。君が決断してくれなきゃ僕は死んで君ともう会えなかったかもしれないんだ。
Is what he's telling me true? I feel like Mr. Rindo is going to leave me as soon as I stop feeling guilty. I grab tightly onto his hand. I need something, anything that will keep him here. Something that would shackle him to me without him knowing. Oh god, I don't like that. That's kind of freaky. Like, it sounds like she's like trying to have his child or something. I don't know. You ever heard of like those people who like try to have the child of the person that they have like affections for so that they can't like leave, or they always have like that shackle? I really hope that's not what she's talking about, but if I ever look away, even for a moment, he may disappear. Even if it's greed, what can I do to keep him with me?
だからさ、思いっきり近づかないと、あいつはすぐ逃げちゃうと思うよ。
I just had like an intrusive thought where like, what if Rindo like, because at this point she's made Rindo so attached to her, like, what if Rindo becomes like too attached to her? I feel like honestly the game could have gone like either way, you know. It's perfect that Rindo has stayed the same, but I could totally see him becoming like obsessed with her or something in a bad end. But Mazir's words crosses my mind. Mr. Rindo. Oh fuck! Oh my god! Will you be my boyfriend? I decide to get really up close and personal.
なんでそんな話に
I love his reactions every single time. Like, she says anything crazy, he's always like, Well, I'm not really sure where that came from either, to be honest. But it must have caught him off guard, as he looks absolutely flustered now. Mr. Rindo lets out a cough and then speaks to me as if he's still trying to process his thoughts.
琴音ちゃん、僕を人外にした責任なんて感じなくていいんだ。
I'm not saying that because I'm obligated to. Mr. Rindo looks a bit troubled hearing my words. It's as if he's trying to figure out a way to keep his distance from me. He's always like that. He never lets others get close to him despite being kind to everyone. I bet his request for me to ask him out on a date again was just so he can ease my guilt. And he's probably trying to put distance between us to let me enjoy a normal and happy life. Which is even more the reason why I'm holding on to Mr. Rindo's hand tighter than before. Flashback to like the first couple episodes, wow. It was embarrassing at first. He asked if we could be friends. He does his best for people and sacrifices himself for others. He has a unique personality. He's an excellent cook. He makes my heart flutter. But I turned him into a non-human. I adore every moment I spend with him. I want to be with him. Which is why Whoa! What? Clotone, you're moving so fast. You're like, oh god, you're gonna give him a heart attack. love you, Mr. Rindo. My words make sense to me. My feelings are honest and true. He's so kind, yet he's so lonely. I love you. It doesn't matter if you're human or not. I love you because of who you are, Mr. Rindo. Mr. Rindo's body shivers and he looks away from me.
それでも僕は君を幸せにはできない。今の僕はふとした瞬間に君を傷つけるかもしれない。生きる時間だって大きくずれていくかもしれない。それにこの体にどんな特性が。
His words try to distance us. I don't want to hear it anymore. So... Picture it! Holy crap! Oh my god! Oh my god! Kotone, you are a boss in this. Holy crap! She is amazing. Let's just... Oh my god. That is wild. Oh my god. I cover his mouth. I cover his mouth with my lips. A forced and unsightly kiss. A kiss without a hint of romance. Well, I think there's romance here. There's definitely romance here. Even so, this kiss is all I could muster and give to him now. I will love him no matter where he is. I will love him no matter what he is. I will love him even if he isn't a human. My love will never change. I know it's awkward, but my kiss is to help bind him to me. A kiss to my beloved. He's blushing! I wish that the hood was out of the way so I could see the blush on the other side too, because that would be fucking crazy. Oh my god, I cannot believe that just happened. I had to play through it. I could not save that for the fucking next episode. Fuck that. This is amazing. This is the best day of my life. As my lips let him go, I noticed both of us blushing red. Silence overtakes the moment. But then I decide to break the silence. Mr. Rindo, you mentioned that our time we have to spend together has changed. But that doesn't sound all that bad to me. I mean, think about it. Our ages are pretty different. Which means that we could spend our time together that much longer now. It's not like we know how long we're going to live for. There's always a chance for either of us to live long lives or either of us to die young. All I ask is that you don't try to put a distance between us over something we don't know. All I ask... Oh god, just Adele. Mind you, I'm the owner of Enchanté, you know. My normal isn't normal anymore. I think I'm holding back my tears. I hope you can see my smile. He hesitantly and gently embraces me in his arms. Even though he's a non-human now, I can still hear his heartbeat. It's so soothing and warm. My tears flow out, blurring my vision. Yay! And we're gonna stop here. Oh, that's so beautiful. I'm so happy. I'm seriously so happy that Kotone is like really taking charge, you know? She's like, you know what? Like, fuck this. I'm not gonna let you feel miserable about yourself for the rest of your life. Like, it was my responsibility in the first place. Like, let me take responsibility. And then, like, not only that, but also, she was in love with him in the first place, obviously. She had a lot of feelings for him and etc. Like, I think it's unrealistic, yes, because she, like, it's totally sped up. But I am happy with the result. So, next episode. I guess the guys, I'm surprised that I'm sure Mazir wanted to be like, alarm, call him right now. But knowing how Rindo is right now, I'm sure he just let it happen, which is so nice of him. Anyway, next episode, we get to tell the guys what happened, I think.